I thought about just touching this up and putting new decals on it, but oh, I can't hardly do that. I'm sorry. I've got some good pieces here that I can get a good color match on. So I'll just take one of those big pieces down, have it color matched, and I got this new sandblaster cabinet. So I'm having a little trouble getting this one handle screw out. Every once in a while you get one like this boogered up, but I've got a hammering thing that impact a hand impact that usually works. If not, I guess I'll drill it out. But it's in pretty good shape. It had a little bit of scarring from chain scarring on here. Most of them do, a lot of them do. That I can fix. This one's pretty complicated on the oil setup. We've got a little oil line right in the very, very back that comes over into that spot up top here, and then it gets oil from here. There's an O-ring. Then you have another oil line right here that comes over to here to the hand pump, to the auto oiler, and then you have another one that comes down around here to the manual oiler. So there's 3 low oil lines on this, which is more than most of them. I started it up, ran good, and so I don't think I have any ignition or carburetor problems. I'll go through the carburetor anyway. There's the ignition. I've got to see about getting this tank. I don't remember the last time I took one of these tanks off of here. But I don't know that those Phillips, or they're actually posi drive ones, I don't know that those take anything but the back plate off, but they might. Does hook to there, but once that back plate's off, it might have a way to take this tank off. I'll have to look. I can't remember. But anyway, it's in pretty good shape. Got this from a guy in Norway. I'm glad to get it. It's a XL-122. It made for import to the European market. It's got that funny muffler on it with the reed valve muffler. And then I'm going to have to strip this and re-vinyl it. I'm going to figure out how to get that color vinyl. It's kind of once you get underneath of it, it's just kind of a light blue. I thought I might have had some of that, but finding that spray vinyl in that color is pretty hard unless you buy a $75 gallon. And I guess if I wanted to refinish blue handles, it'd be worth it, but I don't know that that's what I want to do. But there's probably there might be a market for it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm at to the point where I've got a lot of it disassembled, and I won't pull the oil tank off, and I'm not going to pull the fuel tank cover off. I'm not going to pull that cover off. Gee, I don't even think that's, so that's how that comes off. That comes off as a seam all the way around here. I'm not pulling that. Yeah, we'll see about that. That looks like fun. Anyway, this is going to be a summer project. I figured since it was a 85% humidity and 98 degrees, that this would be fun. I got a fan. Oh boy. So I've got the finish mower on the Kubota done, which I had to replace a shib, a pulley, and a belt, and it's on a woods mower, and it's just unbelievable amount of, the belt has to be twisted a certain way and blah, blah, blah. So I did get that done. And I got my garden all tilled for winter garden. So I'm ready for that. I've weed eated and trimmed the hedges around the house, and I still have to one more mow. Golly, I like Arizona better all the time. Mowing 2 and 3 times a week is just unbelievable. And a mile and a half of weed eating and a couple 100 yards of hedges to trim gets old. But anyway, this is the XL-122 project. It's the same as the XL-120 pretty much, the 102. So there's a lot of similarities in the 100 series cells. What there is a difference in, and you'll notice this, and no one hardly ever notices this. This, on a lot of these saws, they come straight down and in. But on a lot of the other ones, they don't. They come over and down. The difference in that handle, it's a whole air box, I guess. So they're not interchangeable. Let's see, I got an XL-76. See, there's a 76 right here, and it goes down like the 122. So does the 130, the XL-130. That says VI, but that's an XL-130. So I don't know if it's a Canadian saw or a Terry saw deal or what, but those handles are slightly, well, quite a bit different in what they look like. So anyway, I don't know what else to say on this saw except that, like I said, I thought about just touching it up, but I had some problems with the recoil. I've got it fixed, and I've got some more shields and some more handles coming for this. I bought a couple of handles. Nick Rinaldi has been a huge help on all my saws, along with Leon from Leon's Parts and Repair. Dozer Dude. There's a few others, but those guys have been really helpful on parts. So I couldn't have done it without those guys with the parts. So I'm really trying to get a lot of these Terry saws done. One, my eyesight isn't that good, and two, it's that finding decals for them is hard. But this one Joe had, so I went ahead and did this one. And I have a VI 130, a Super 130, and a 130. I'd like to see if he'd make some of those, but because I'd like to get all 3 of those restored. So anyway, we'll go from there. Bye for now.